the notion that Superman came from Krypton is misleading. Superman actually came from Poland. Superman was a Polish Jew, or he came from Vilna. That's where it all started. And for that matter, I've written about this. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, who created Superman, were two Cleveland Jewish boys. I mean, from the suburbs of Cleveland. Going to high school, they were about 10, 15 years older than me. Going to high school during the heyday of not just Hitler, but native-born anti-Semitism and right-wing, isolationism in the heartland of America, right near the Cleveland they were going to school at, and they were in this school. They saw the jocks around them, who were all gorgeous blondes, and all the Lois Lanes were going out with the jocks, and all these schlubby, nerdy cartoonists could think of, would-be cartoonists could think of, is if they only knew the real me. That someday I'll have those girls. Someday Lois Lane will be mine, because inside I look like I got these funny-looking glasses on, and I got acne, and I'm small, I'm unathletic, but inside I'm Superman. I mean, that's the Superman myth. Superman was the ultimate assimilationist fantasy. I don't have to be a nerdy Jewish kid. I can be blonde and goy and get the girl, because the way I am now, I can't ever get the girl. And the wonder of all this stuff is how it affected everybody the same way. The sense of excitement that these drawings on paper that seemed larger than life and lighter than air could affect one. And that's how I felt as a kid, that the way I look, I was smaller than everybody else. I was less well built, and I had no athletic ability, so I had no muscles. I was shorter than, until I sprouted in my teens, I was shorter than all of the girls. How horrifying. And the way I was only going to get along was somehow to make it as a cartoonist and get famous, and then maybe someday I'd get laid, if I was lucky. Or have a girlfriend, if I was lucky, if I couldn't get laid. But it all had to do with getting to be famous. I have to get famous to have anybody be interested in me. I was very shy. I couldn't possibly talk the way I'm talking now. I mean, I didn't, unless it was a wisecrack, there wouldn't be any words out of me. I'd stumble, I'd fall over myself.